Hey guys, it's Britt. Tonight we're here to react to a new video from Aaryn Williams. She's someone who I talk about periodically on my channel. I don't talk about her on a regular basis, but seems like whenever I do, she pops into my comment section. So you guys go down there and see if she left a little love for me. But we're going to see 10 things that changed her life. So maybe we'll get some, good ideas from this video. But if you're interested, please keep watching. All right, you guys, so if you're not familiar with Aaryn Williams, she has 358,000 subscribers here on YouTube, and she recently rolled out a program very similar to what Love Meg is doing, where she's putting the same boring, mundane content behind a paywall. Now, the one thing with Aaryn is I feel like she is still publishing to YouTube on more of a consistent, normal basis for her subscribers that aren't able to go over. But then again, part of the content that she's uploading is just teasers as to what's behind the paywall. So I don't know if that's really noteworthy or not. For some people it might be, but the issue with Aaryn Williams that I have is her racist past. And I know that some people have moved past that and some people have chosen to not even address it. But for me, she's not only a family vlogger, she's in MLMs. She was in Young Living. I don't know what she's doing current day, but she's a MLM boss babe hunbot. And she has a racist past. And she has also definitely been one of the influencers that thinks, COVID is just like the biggest inconvenience ever for her influencer lifestyle. How dare anyone ask her to wear a mask or not go on 50 vacations a year? It's so inconvenient. So she's just like a lot of others. It just so happens that she is racist as well. So before I babble too long, I'm going to put this at 1.25 times speed just so that we're not here for ages. And let's get started.
I'm going to be giving you guys about 10 things that have changed my life. So some of them are things I've purchased and others are
about 10 things or 10 things. Which one is it? Because you've already filmed and edited the video. So if it's 8 things, then the video title should say 8 things.
Are just things that I do that have made my life easier. So before we hop into it, I want to say thank you to today's sponsor, which also makes my life a lot easier. Sunday is a subscription service that helps you grow a greener, better lawn with mystery-free ingredients like seaweed, molasses, and iron. The brand uses soil, climate, and satellite data to build a custom plan for your specific lawn. They'll also analyze the results of your personal soil test to update your plan from there and zero in on any deficiencies. All you need to do is type in your address and you'll have a customized plan specifically for you in seconds. Sunday ships directly to your door and takes about 10 to 15 minutes to apply. And then from there, all you have to do is sit back and watch it green. You'll just attach these ready-to-use nutrient pouches to your hose and spray it on your lawn.
So a lot of the influencers have been working with this brand Sunday. They sell lawn care products or whatever. I do notice though, a lot of times when one brand works with an influencer, then they'll all kind of roll out ads in short succession of one another. So I saw Love Meg worked with them. Now Aaryn Williams, Tara Henderson will probably be next. Maybe they'll send something to Brianna Kay over there in Hawaii. She has grass too that needs to be cared for. So I guess time will tell, but it says a lot to me when brands pair themselves and align themselves with these influencers, especially ones like Aaryn Williams, who her problematic past is very public. It's not something that happened behind the scenes or offline or anything like that. She is, in my opinion, she's just not someone that I would want to align myself with if I was a brand owner. There are many better ambassadors and influencers that they could have hired, but again, what do I know?
After that, you'll receive customized shipments throughout the year to keep your lawn looking perfect. The reason I'm excited about Sunday is because they have ingredients you can pronounce. With 4 little ones, it's very important to me that they formulate their products with families in mind. We have definitely had issues throughout the years keeping our lawn green, and so having something custom for where we live and our specific soil is really exciting to me because I think it'll help us maintain our yard a lot better. When you're ready to get started, head to getsunday.com/Aaryn Williams and use my code Aaryn20 for 20% off your first order. Once again, thank you so much, Sunday, for sponsoring this video.
You know what's really funny with a lot of these influencer codes is if y'all don't want to, if you want to try this product and you don't want to pay the influencer by using their code, typically it's only a 10 or 20% discount, and most of the time you can find promo codes elsewhere online for that same discount, and you're not giving the influencer money on the back end by signing up for their email. A lot of times you can sign up for like the newsletter or texts from the company, and they'll send you a coupon. Their codes are not anything spectacular, so that's just something to keep in mind. A lot of times I'll see something and I'll be like, I'm kind of curious in that. It would be nice to try it at a discount, but I don't want the influencer to make money. And sure enough, you go to the website, or you can also look at honey.com. They also have a lot of promo codes and stuff. So it's just something to keep in mind. If any of these products ever pique your interest, but you're anti-influencer culture and all that kind of stuff, then just take a look around. It's so easy to find promo codes and coupon codes everywhere online.
Okay, number one is meal delivery services, and specifically meals that are already pre-made and that go along with your diet. So I have been trying to go low carb / keto. I'm not, full disclosure, it's not really working out that great for me. So that's why having meals like this that are prepared and ready to go makes it easier. I have a major issue with wanting to eat out all the time. So when I'm home, having these here that I can just microwave is everything. Plus, my husband likes them too. So on nights when we don't want to cook, especially, which is most nights to be honest, these are clutch. So I have two different companies. The first one is Factor. Factor has keto. I think they have vegetarian. They have different options.
Is she just going to show a bunch of products from companies that she's working with in this video?
Based on your specific dietary needs. And then the second one is Eat to Evolve. So same with Eat to Evolve. They've got the same idea, they just offer different menu items. And so we have meals from both companies. And I have a referral link that I can put in to the description for Factor that will get you a discount. And I also have one for Eat to Evolve. So you can try.
Of course she has a code that you can use. I see this influencer shit a mile away. This video is probably going to be literally at least half the products that she's showing. She's going to have a referral code. Guarantee it. I can see it already. And I want to say something about these prepared meal vendors. I understand that some people can afford this, but I will guarantee you that 90% of her subscribers, this is way out of their budget. To be able to pay for even a week of food from one of these companies is very expensive, and that's not considering if you have kids and like a family of 4, 5, 6 people. To do one of these prepackaged meals is just completely unattainable for most people. Whatever happened to influencers like sharing a recipe that their, great aunt passed down to them and showing you how to make that recipe, or giving you the ingredients or something? I don't know. It's just so disingenuous. It's so far outside of what's attainable for most people. And when you're building a mommy influencer fan base, you need to keep that in the back of your mind and realize that the people that are supporting you most likely are not people that can afford to pay for 2 weeks of food for a family of 4 from a prepackaged company, even if you have your stupid referral code. I've said before, I think the influencer landscape is going to change over the next couple years, because even though they've become very successful doing this, I also think that a lot of people kind of have it on their radar. They're kind of tired of being sold to. They're tired of watching people that are unrelatable. And I feel like at a certain point, if you're not relatable and humble, and if you don't stay that way, we're going to see just a completely different landscape of who we consider to be influencers, and I think it's going to be people that are much more relatable and just not shilling bullshit all day long like this class of influencers is doing, if that makes sense.
Either or both if you want. Okay, so next is the baby brezza. I know that a lot of you who follow me probably know what the baby brezza is because a lot of you are moms, but if you're a new mom or if you're pregnant or if you've never heard about the baby brezza and you're gonna be formula feeding, this makes things so easy.
See, and she knows that her fan base is moms. So you're shilling all of this stuff, and I get that some of this stuff is probably super helpful. If I think of a lower to middle class family that has a single or even dual income too, most of them aren't going to be able to buy a baby brezza and shit to make their long grain. Most of them are going to go to Home Depot and see what they can afford and hope for the best. And definitely not the prepackaged meals. I want you guys to tell me in the comments section of this video, and be realistic about it, obviously. Would you be able to feed your family off of those prepackaged meals? Let's just say, hold on, let me look at the pricing. Okay, so if you go onto their website, and I just left it at Chef's Choice, that is the default. And then meals per week, I put, let's say a family of 4 and you want it to get you through Monday through Friday. Actually, we'll do Monday through Thursday. That's 18 meals. Okay, so with the discount, because it's your first box, it's $108 for 4 days feeding a family of 4. So we're only talking about dinner. You would still have to go to the grocery store for breakfast, snacks, and lunches, unless you somehow, made sure that you saved some of your dinner for lunch the next day. But those boxes looked a little small, so I don't know if that's even a possibility. With stuff like spaghetti or a casserole, you can always make sure that you have leftovers because it makes so much. But $100 for 4 nights of dinner for 4 people is a lot of money. And then factoring in groceries on top of that. Tell me in the comments below, would you guys be able to afford that and feel good about your decision? Or is that something that you see that and it just is automatically a no? I would love to know from you guys because, I've said before, I try to think of, if I'm advertising something, and I don't do sponsor content, I've done a couple videos in the past, but overall I try to remember who's watching my channel. Now, I'm not making mommy influencer content, so I don't think that I have a ton of moms that have a lot of little ones at home that they're trying to take care of. I'm sure that I have some, but overall, based on my analytics, my audience is a little bit older, so I don't think that they have little ones at home, if that makes sense. But I do try to keep that in mind. I'm not perfect about it, but who is going to be able to relate to me selling this product? Who can logically actually buy this product if it's a sponsored video?
Especially if you're going to be leaving the house and you have somebody who's going to be giving your baby bottles, your in-laws, your babysitter, your nanny. This makes it so much easier on them. All they have to do is come over here and push start. You already set up your settings based on which formula you use, and I'll talk about this in a second. But you have the settings ready to go, and all you have to do is push start. You can change the temperature of...
You see the Young Living oils in the back there? So she's still working with Young Living. One of these influencers, I was told, left Young Living and is working with another MLM that I actually haven't heard of. There's so many that I haven't heard of, but she still has her Young Living stuff in videos. So whatever.
Formula, and the bottle is completely ready to go. You just have to shake it a couple times depending on if it's fully mixed once it's in the bottle. And then I was gonna talk about this formula because obviously you can see here that it's German. We chose this formula because my first 3 girls had major sensitivities to every formula except for alimentum. And when I started doing research on the best formulas, this formula came up over and over again on a lot of different blogs. And it's German, so the ingredients are extremely clean. They have a higher standard of which ingredients they include in their formulas. So we order our formula from abroad, and Cody doesn't have any issues transferring between breast milk and formula. I haven't noticed her having any tummy pains that you would typically.
I mean, what in the world would we do without a baby Brezza bottle maker? What did all the moms do for centuries and centuries when they didn't have this expensive baby formula maker, baby bottle maker? I mean, making bottles is not a science. My very first job was working in a daycare. I worked with infants. I worked with little ones too, but I worked in the infant room a lot. And you know, making a bottle is not something that is science. It's not something that requires a whole lot of thought. You mix it, make sure it's not too hot, and you're off to the races. So these kinds of like gadgets, I get that they can be fun, but are they realistic? These are 10 things that changed my life. So having a machine that makes baby bottles actually changed your life, or are you just lazy and this company happened to send this to you so it fits into your video? She has an Amazon link, so she's probably being paid off of that link. Absolutely.
We expect to see in babies who are, formula fed or breastfed. But with this, we have had no issues as far as Cody dealing with switching and doing mixed feeding between breast milk and formula. Okay, so speaking of baby products that you might know about and might not, the Doona is amazing. If you've been thinking about splurging on it or not, this is the one thing with Cody that I'm so glad we have. Overall, and she's my 4th baby, this is my favorite product that we have for her, maybe aside from the baby Brezza. So the way this works is it's a stroller, as you can see, but it's also a car seat. So when you're ready to put it into your car, it's very easy. You just push the handles down. There's a button in the back. You can swoop the wheels under like this. And then all you have to do is lift it into your car and it clicks into the base. Another really good thing about this is that even if you don't have your base, you can use your seat belt to strap the car seat in. So we do so much traveling, and I always push this car seat straight to the gate, leave it at the gate, go onto the airplane. Right when we come off, it's waiting for me, and then we can get into an Uber or a cab, and I can use the seat belt in the cab or the Uber, and they're always so impressed that it's just easy to change from a car seat to a stroller.
So that stroller, really nice. It looks fancy, very cool. I go on to the Amazon site and it's $550. And then you also have to consider tax. So let's just call it $600 with sales tax. Do I think that it looks really cool? I do, but I can guarantee you that, again, going back to lower to middle class America, which is most people, I don't think that most people will be able to spend $600 on a car seat. And this one was probably sent to her. She didn't say that, but it probably was. And now it's just the best thing ever, and you gotta have it. Like, this stroller changed my life. So it has really good reviews and everything like that, and if that's in your budget, that's fine. But to me, I see this expensive stuff and I just think of how unattainable this is for most people, especially like new moms or moms that have other kids that they're trying to feed. Like, kids are expensive, dude, and I'm not talking about from direct experience, but it's common knowledge. You either have your first baby where you're trying to financially prepare for everything that has to do with, you know, making a nursery, buying clothes, buying all of this kind of stuff. Or it's your second or third child, and even though you might have some of that stuff in the house from previous kids, now you also have other children who are having to go to daycare. You need to buy clothes, you have to buy food, you have to, you know, make sure that they're taken care of. So it's just a whole lot. So when I see a $600 car seat, I'm just like, I can't relate. I don't know.
We went to the Cibolo, I think it's called Cibolo Moon restaurant at the JW Marriott San Antonio, and they had these incredible fresh strawberry jalapeno margaritas, and they had these big jars that were infusing their tequila with strawberry and jalapeno. So I found out how to make it myself, and I'm going to show you guys how to infuse strawberry jalapeno tequila. And the cool thing about this is if you want to give it as a gift, you can put it in a really small mason jar and decorate it, put a ribbon on it and a little note, and you can give this as a gift, which is really cute for Christmas to like friends and work colleagues. Or you can just save it for yourself, and you can make drinks for your friends when they come over and you're entertaining. It's perfect because summer is coming up and this is such a refreshing drink to make. So what you're going to do is you're going to put one jalapeno, make sure you get all the seeds out of the inside or it'll be very spicy. I mean, if you like that, you could leave a few seeds in, but I don't. So I'm putting a full jalapeno in each jar. And then
this is something I can totally get behind. I love strawberry jalapeno anything, whether it's lemonade or an alcoholic drink. There's something with the strawberry and the jalapeno that just, they really complement each other. And I like that the jalapeno gives a little bit of heat and the strawberry just gives a really good flavor. So far I'm totally behind this, and I don't think that this was something that was sent to her, but instead an idea that she stole from a hotel, but we'll give credit where credit's due.
And I'm going to, this is 1 carton of strawberries just sliced up, and I'm going to split them evenly between the jars.
Something happened with her sound there. I don't know what that was, but either way.
And then you can use cheesecloth.
It is so funny though. I realize that that's a really small editing mistake, but you have these YouTubers who have hundreds of thousands of subscribers. They're making so much money. They're able to hire editors. And you know for a fact that more than one person had eyes on this video before it came to her YouTube channel. And you're literally missing sound for like an entire minute of the video. How was that not caught?
Just put it over the top and pour it back into your bottle. Just get a funnel, use cheesecloth, pour it back in, and then you can put your top back on, and then you can take it with you wherever, and you have strawberry jalapeno infused tequila. So I have a little bit left from my last batch, and I'm going to show you guys how I make my famous margaritas. Okay, so we didn't have regular sugar, so we're using powdered sugar for the simple syrup, but if you want to make your own simple syrup, all you have to do is put equal parts sugar and equal parts water and either stir it over the stove or put it in the microwave until the sugar melts down. If you don't have...
Okay, that's kind of boring, but I am behind this idea of strawberry jalapeno anything, so let's get to the next thing.
Thing that I wanted to show you guys is our chandeliers that we have in the girls' room. The reason we got into chandeliers is because of the bunk bed. At the ranch, we had to change over to a dome light because we were worried about the girls getting hit with the fan. So at this house, we just now got bunk beds not very long ago. And when we did, we decided to change over to these beautiful chandeliers. And they're so cool because the fan is really tight up against the ceiling. And it's got acrylic blades and they're really tiny, but it puts off a lot of air. Oh, look, would you? Oh, just feel that breeze. You see my hair blowing in the wind? You see it?
There it is.
See? And then the light actually changes, like it has 2 different...
This is really riveting content, you know, just 5 stars. This is definitely the kind of stuff that, you know, just belongs behind a paywall.
different colors. So you can either have it on like the warm light or a cool light. Yep, there's the cool light. Okay, so now this is the chandelier that's in Reese's room, and the reason we put one in here is because Nick built this huge little house bed this huge house bed that was supposed to be little, but he made it massive, which is...
It is so funny to see that little thing on the dresser that says stay humble. I don't think that I literally cannot think of a single influencer that has truly stayed humble in this mommy vlogger circle. Now, others, you know, that's a different conversation. But as far as like any mommy vlogger really staying truly humble, no. And it's just funny to see it.
But we weren't able to put our normal fan because it hung too low. So we put this cute little chandelier in, and one of the things I love about this one is that the blades are all tucked in, which you'll see in a minute. When you turn it on, they expand, and I really like that. Also, this one connects to Bluetooth. So you can change the color of the fan, and you can play music in here. You can raise the light and raise the light brighter and make it lower. So this one's very fancy. And you'll be surprised at the price. I'll put the link to both of these fans in the description. They're not very expensive at all.
Okay, let's look at the price. So it's $250. You know, if you're trying to spruce up your bedroom or your kid's bedroom, to me, I mean, $250, that could be like something that you kind of work towards, because I realize that spending $250 with no notice is a lot of money. But I can see where this would be something nice to put into a bedroom. And it's still funny though, considering that she said, oh, it's not very expensive at all, and it's still $250. But influencers are not even remotely close to being on the level of the people that they're selling these products to, and that's what I always have to remind myself.
So this one is a personal favorite. I have my laundry sent out because it gives me so much extra time to do other things. The best thing about it is sometimes they even get it back to me the same day, depending on how busy they are. And guess what? It's clean, folded, and ready to go. Wow, that was fast.
Literally paying someone to do your laundry. What is the point of becoming a full-time content creator? I always thought that it was so that you're at home with your kids and you can do stuff around the house and film your day because that's your content. Literally paying someone to do your laundry. Now, I understand sending your stuff to the dry cleaner. That's a whole different ballgame when you have dry clean only stuff. But to pay someone to wash and fold your laundry, do you think that even 1% of her subscribers are able to pay someone to do their laundry? No.
Okay, next is the Pura. I remember when these first came out and everybody was talking about having Pura in their home. I don't know if y'all know this, but at specific hotels and resorts, they have like a signature scent that they pump through the air in their resorts, and it gives you that like feeling when you walk in. It's like nostalgic. So Pura, I could be wrong, but I think it's made by the same company that makes the air that pumps through that gives you that nostalgic feeling. And they made a plug-in where
it's not a nostalgic feeling. It's just a really specific scent that you'll tie back to that hotel, and then the hotel can sell you candles and room sprays that smells like their hotel lobby. So it's all a marketing thing. It has nothing to do with being nostalgic. For me, something that is nostalgic would be a food that I ate when I was little, and when I eat it as an adult, it makes me feel like I'm a kid again. That's nostalgia. But either way, these, I know what she's talking about though, with the scented, like this scented air that is pumped through buildings. My office building actually has this, and it's a very specific scent. It smells like a spa, and every time I walk into my building, it's never like dingy air that's just stale and gross. It smells so clean and uplifting, and I absolutely love it. So I'm here for it, but I thought it was funny that she called it nostalgic of all things.
you can, let me show you the inside. It's controlled by your phone, and you put one in every room of your, well, you don't have to put one in every room, but in different rooms of your house, and you can choose these scents that, I mean, they have so many different ones to choose from. Like they have this volcano one that everybody loves, the Capri Blue Volcano, and then I've got the Floral Street one. There's one that I really want to buy, I think it's called Sweet Grace, and it's like a nostalgic smell for me, and I didn't know that they had a Pura insert, and I really want to get one of those next. I'll show you how it works on your phone as well, but I'm going to show you the scents that we've got inside this one, and you can actually control how strong or how faint you want it to be.
Mommy.
So in this one, I've got I don't remember the names of these, but they'll show up in your app. It has the names of each scent in each room, and it tells you where it's located.
I mean, Aaryn literally has people filming her. She has people doing her laundry. She, you know, where is the relatability factor? Especially with someone like her. The woman cannot even film her own content anymore. Where is the relatability factor?
Which is really cool. All right, so when you click on one of the scents, it'll tell you which room it's in, and then you can choose the intensity. You can raise it or make it lower, and then you can choose which scent you've got. So right now I've got Volcano going, but if I want to stop that one, I can turn on the Midnight Tulip Floral Street one. Hit start on that. And then the one in the den, they're both low fragrance, and I need to refill them. But the cool thing is, when you refill them, all you have to do is scan there's a QR code on it. You scan that, and it updates what scents you have in it. It's really fun. The next thing is the Rev Air. This is the fastest reverse air dryer that you could possibly ever have in the world right now. I know, I'm about to show everybody how it works on your little hair. Like I said, it's a reverse air dryer, and you put little sections of hair in here, and it dries it completely straight without frizz. So I'm talking about this, and I'm gonna do it on your hair in a minute, okay? And I'm gonna show you how it works on Reese.
So the hairdryer thing, I want to see how much that is. She didn't put a link for that, but it's probably insanely expensive. $400. So all of these gadgets, I get it, you guys. Like, gadgets can be really fun, and once in a while it's really exciting to buy yourself a little something that you typically wouldn't spend money on. But I'm sorry, like a $600 car seat, this baby bottle maker, the hair dryer thing, to me this is all just materialistic shit that nobody needs. And the techie stuff is really funny too, because by the time you spend all the money on it, there's a new model that comes out. It's kind of like your cell phone, you know, it's new and exciting right now, but then the next model comes out and you feel like you're stuck with a piece of junk that you spent $600 on, and now you're just a dinosaur roaming the earth. Like, I don't know.
On 3 different products that I consider beauty products that I use religiously, if not every day, every couple of days. These have been very life-changing for me overall. I'm going to start with these Optimal Manuka dry eye drops, and the reason that I'm sharing these is not just because they're dry eye drops. It's because I have blepharitis and I suffer from chronic styes and chalazion, and I haven't been able to find anything to stop them from happening. So when I started doing some research online about what other people were using that also have blepharitis and that struggle with this came up. And I thought, you know, what's the harm in trying it? It's not super expensive. When you drop it into your eye, it burns a little bit, and you have to keep your eyes closed tightly until the burn goes away. But I've been using this religiously every single day, and it's been months since I've had any inflammation or a sty coming up. And before using this, I would get them every couple of weeks. So I feel like this is a life-changing product for those of you who suffer from the same thing.
The thing that I'll say about eye drops is speak with your ophthalmologist. Don't take advice from an influencer, especially when it comes to something that is a medical diagnosis or any type of medication, even if it's over-the-counter stuff. Now, I get it with skincare and active ingredients, that can be a little bit different because, hello, like Sephora sells retinol and all that kind of stuff. But when it comes to this kind of stuff, medications and eye issues, I don't know. Talk to your doctor before you take advice from an influencer, but I'm sure that nobody needs that PSA, just saying.
Okay, next is my absolute favorite Sunless Tanner. I've used so many different brands, almost every brand on the market of Sunless Tanner I've used, and the things that I struggle with are when it comes off looking uneven. That's the number one thing. And then the other thing is streaks. But I don't have issues with streaks, and I don't have issues with it coming off unevenly when it starts to wear off. And it's the Saint Tropez Self Tan Extra Dark. They also have a rapid tan that I really like. If you don't have time to let it develop, you can use the Extra Dark Rapid Tan, and you can wash it off after a couple hours. This one also has a bronzer in it, so when you put it on, you look super, super dark. I have it on right now. And then the next one is the Tan-Luxe Face Tan Drops. I've been using these pretty much since they first came out. It's been a couple years.
Saint Tropez products are junk, in my opinion. I like the Loving Tan products. You guys ask me, you know, once in a while what my opinions are about self-tanners and stuff like that. I think that Saint Tropez is overpriced junk, and I've not used the Tan-Luxe stuff, but if you guys want my recommendation, Loving Tan is well loved for a reason.
And what you do is you mix them in with your regular moisturizer. So I mix them in with my Skin Medica HA5. So this is the Skin Medica moisturizer, and that's what I mix in together. If I use regular Sunless Tanner on my face, it'll break me out, and this one does not. All right, now I'm saving the best for last, and this is my Skin Medica collection. Skin Medica is, in my opinion,
so she's advertising for Skin Medica and talking about fine lines and wrinkles and all this kind of stuff. And Aaryn, in my personal opinion, allegedly, because I don't know if she's come out and said this, but I'm pretty sure that she has been a regular user of fillers and Botox, and I'm here for it. If that's what you want to do, I back it all day long. But let's not say that products like Skin Medica are erasing fine lines and wrinkles when you are at the same time receiving Botox and filler treatments, because that is false advertising. So if these Skin Medica products helped even out skin tone or you know, help with moisture, those are totally different. But as soon as I see an influencer that has clearly had cosmetic procedures and treatments done, and they want to say fine lines and wrinkles, to me, that's a complete red flag, a hard stop. I will not trust it. I don't trust influencers anyway, but let's not utilize things like Juvederm and Botox or Dysport and then falsely advertise for a skincare product from Skin Medica, Murad, Glow Recipe, Peter Thomas Roth. I don't give a shit. It's false advertising, and it's giving people that are taking in this content false hope for what a product could do for them. So they end up spending all of their money, because they're not millionaires. They spend all their extra money on this product that an influencer told them about, and they expect for their fine lines and wrinkles to go away. They don't, and then they are left broke and frustrated.
The #1 skincare line, and the main thing that they're known for is their Tns Advanced Serum. TNS stands for Tissue Nutrient System, which is a human growth factor. So it has stem cells in it, and when you use this religiously on your face, it helps reduce fine lines and wrinkles and aging. It's like a wonderful anti-aging product. So if you're going to get anything from Skin Medica, it would be the TNS. I feel like I've seen a major
So that's the end of her video, and I, you know, clearly am underwhelmed by the products that she's claiming changed her life. That was more like a favorites video to me. That was kind of like a top 10 favorites for me when I think of products that like completely changed my whole routine and I repurchase for years and years and years. It would be like a beauty blender. Something that I do on a normal basis is journaling. That has completely changed my life. You know, things like this. So I don't know. Just to advertise a bunch of products that have been sent to you from companies is not life-changing to me, but what do I know? Anyway, tell me how you guys feel about all this. So for now, if you like the video, please leave a like in the comments. And if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.